All right, we're at the Pearl Harbor Museum today. So we're gonna get on the shuttle and check out Pearl Harbor. First time here, so pretty excited to see all the history and different aspects of this tour and all these different areas. So this will be great. See you in a minute. Here at the Missouri. Just got checked in, tickets and everything. Just got through that process and we're about to board the ship. I'll give you a view here at the top of these stairs. Lots of stairs on this one, so there's our view. Big old guns. Yeah.
Pretty ugly that way. Disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah, that view is horrible. I don't even know why we're here. Yeah. Ugh. Awesome. We're going to be heading over to the memorial later today. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so this is the photo of the surrender. The end of World War II. General Douglas MacArthur sitting at the table signing the peace treaty, and this is following the signing by the two delegates from Japan, and the two people there in the back behind Douglas MacArthur were two POWs, Lieutenant General Jonathan M. Wainwright and Lieutenant General Arthur E. Purcell from the British Army, and they were prisoners of war for 3 years when the average prisoner of war under Japanese occupation was 3 to 6 months, and they'd survived for 3 whole years. Both men were over 6 feet tall and weighed less than 100 pounds at the time of the signing. As a sign of respect, General MacArthur gave each of them a pen from the signing. He used 6 pens to sign the document, and the first 2 pens went to those 2 POW gentlemen. And then you can see all the soldiers in the back that are on the side there watching the dedication or the signing. And this number up here, since it's kind of been shot, 285, that's the number of rounds fired during Desert Storm, and where those were fired at. It was an island and then 2 other locations, but this is a total number of rounds fired out of this secondary gun. Primary gun has 289, and that's for all 3 barrels. That's what the 3 shells there designate that all 3 barrels fired a total of 285 rounds during that mission. And then over here is where the table was during the signing. USS Missouri over this spot. That's 2 September 1945. The instrument of formal surrender of Japan to the Allied powers was signed, thus bringing to a close the Second World War. The ship at the time was at anchor in Tokyo Bay. And here are the documents. The signed instrument of surrender.
So please feel free to come back. We're going to head up to the kamikaze deck. Before we go, I'm going to show you how to get up to the bridge. If you come back,
you can see this third gun fired 209 rounds. From this gun, all 3 barrels. So the Missouri was struck by a kamikaze pilot. This was the damage caused by the wing fragment. Struck it, caused the dent, and the rest of the plane hit the deck. The other wing, but the fuselage So the rest of the plane, the body fell into the sea, and luckily the bomb that it was
Are you guys gonna come down too?
going to be using to damage the ship also joined it down there and didn't go off, so they avoided that damage. And then the other plane actually did cause damage to the deck. It started to fire, but they were able to get it out in 3 minutes apparently. So pretty cool. And then so they found, when they cleaned up the wreckage on the deck, they found a burned body, and it was unidentifiable, but no crew was killed in that event. So they presume it was the kamikaze pilot. They were commanded to take the body below deck, and a few days later they brought it out, gave it a full burial with honors. And when asked about it, the captain said that an enemy of war is no longer an enemy when dead. So he had a realization at that point that that was no longer a danger, obviously, and that it was just another casualty of war, and that the individual who did that was just trying to perform their duty and protect their country. An interesting way to view that attack on the ship. So that must be some of the kamikaze pilots. The gear they wore. Anti-aircraft guns, the shells that were used, some of the debris. Materials. Some of the sailors, the kamikaze pilot that struck this ship, got together and sewed they didn't have a Japanese flag, so they sewed one themselves using parts of other flags. A 15-gun salute. That soldier, to that pilot. You can see the flag there in color. Colorized the flag. And then some of the video and pictures of equipment that they're using at that time. Japanese porcelain statue. Vice Admiral William M. Callahan, courage, honor, and compassion. He was the captain of the ship that requested the burial at sea with honors for the kamikaze pilot that attacked the ship. A wise man. Cruise room. Drafting of the ship. Be a better picture of this little show. PDF. Soul of the ship is the crew. Some of the books they carried with them. Information. Some of the soldiers. Some of the ships in the sea at the time. This was during the surrender. A model of the ship. Going through some rough water. Ran aground and it took 6 attempts to pull it free because it missed its marker. Went half a mile into the mud. No wonder it took so long. Letters home. The writing of these soldiers is always interesting. It's so much more eloquent compared to some of the writing we do today. Korean War. So the ship was in the Korean War. Ship had their little snack shop. No Pepsi Cola dispenser. Popcorn, ice cream. It's impressive. Went around the world. Newly modernized, recommissioned. Headed for Australia, Egypt, Turkey, Italy, Spain, Portugal, and Panama before returning home to California. Participated in the Gulf War. It's the last battleship. Last battleship decommissioned for the final time, March 31st, 1982. Last active battleship of any nation in the world. It's the end of an era. Documents, old typewriter, card system, duodecimal. Man, it'd be hard to keep those books in place. Holy cow. Three high. They're mirrors. Gotta pack them in here. Got speakers next in each bed to alert the crew when needed. Chief's orders. Senior Chiefs, Master Chiefs, and Command Master Chiefs. Master Chief Petty Officers. Medal for conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity. Promotion: Chief Petty Officer represents more than just advancement in grade. The newly promoted chief inherits a proud tradition and is initiated into a fraternity of leaders who feel special responsibility toward the enlisted personnel under them, the officers above them, and the many chiefs before them. Various levels of. This is the Chief Petty Officer Lounge. They had a TV. I think that's very similar to the TV that I had in my house as a child. That's where they play poker. Oh, go ahead. This is their mess. Probably Chief Petty Officer mess, yep. So Chief Petty Officers would all eat together, at least where feasible. Had their own kitchen. Under Siege was filmed on the USS Missouri Y-50 Pearl Harbor Battleship. Godzilla versus Kong. Shrapnel. Ship firing its guns. I think we're heading back up to the deck. Yeah, this is the kitchen for the crew. Much bigger than the kitchen for the petty officers, the chiefs. Massive amount of food. This is the kitchen for the crew. Huge compared to the petty officer chiefs, petty chiefs. Got a smaller kitchen. This one's massive with like the whole line for the trays. Slide down. But yeah, it had to be huge because the crew is so much bigger. Prep area for the veggies.
The most important of all is the little adding machine.
Yeah, and the high-tech area in here. Computers. There's a printer even. Boy, they were living.
It is a nice grocery list right there.
Yeah.
1,000 pounds.
240
of meat,
gallons of milk, 500 gallons of coffee. They drank twice as much coffee as milk.
Oh, this is where they did the
Pounds of bread,
They probably even put the milk in.
1,000 pounds of meat. To make 5,000 crew rations every day. That was every day. 500 gallons of coffee. The menu.
That might be our actual.
There's the trays. What?
Might be our actual.
Not
Upstairs
bad.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Oh, here's more of the another
Ooh.
those file cabinets.
Master at arms.
They got a fan on the wall, so fancy.
They're living high.
Seriously. Probably because it's sweltering down here.
Yeah.
Pre-air conditioning.
Big metal boat. Sliced bread. Yeah, this is the bakery.
It smells like that.
Yeah. It does actually kind of smell like bread.
It is interesting.
Nice.
I'm like, I'm smelling something. Quite elaborate.
Yeah.
Don't miss the donut shop. Did you see the donut shop? Oh. Okay, this area is okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Donuts.
Time to make the donut.
Luxury.
That's right. Oh, it smells sweet in here.
Yeah. They must like put little air fresheners
Yeah, they
in
must.
there that.
Because legitimately, this one actually does smell. Like that.
Yeah.
Interesting. There's the attention to detail.
Yeah.
If you want to see something cool in here, some attention to details. This was the Missouri's express line, so this was basically like a
Grab and go.
cafeteria grab and go. So you actually look.
Tacos, hot
Yeah.
I
dogs.
think we made
Yeah, you
French
did.
fries and the nuggets at the end are all fake, right?
Uh-huh.
These are all like Hollywood props. All
Right.
kind of food right
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Amazing,
It's
right?
cute. Yeah.
there. The smell in there is funny. One of our guides named Duke, every time we have to work, he has to come down here and make a pit stop and take a big breath of the air. I was like, you always do that? He's like, of course I have to.
Awesome. Thanks.
You're very welcome. You guys are very welcome.
You too. There's another contender.
Yeah, that's the command career counselor.
You got to just be in here with me. There you go. This is
He got his own computer and a donut
basically
with his
this
coffee.
is my job.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't let a woman on here, but you know, like in theory.
Not during that.
But I still would have
Early
gotten on there you go.
Yeah. This is a supply room. This is where the magic happens. This is where they make those orders for the 500 gallons of coffee that they consumed every day.
It's important.
Yeah. This is the World War II museum section. Old radio. Sailor uniform.
Yep. No, it's fit in these outfits, like no problem. Roughly the size of a 1940 sailor.
Yeah. The short, skinny guys got all the luck of being on these boats.
The temp definitely varies down here. It's really cold when we first came down.
It's warm over here. Powerful quote.
It's nice to see on that whole thing. We got right on that when we got here. So
This is that moment of kamikaze. As the man who is believed to be the kamikaze pilot, Setsuo Ishino. That's the photo from that event. The first atomic bomb was dropped on the civilian population. All the dog tags.
see it?
Powerful symbolism of the decimation of war. Picture of a surrender. And so it is over. The day that had so long seemed would never come has come at last. Your officers' quarters.
We even got a picture right there
Yeah.
of the probably last one that
Yeah.
operated the space.
You got to decorate his.
Yeah. Oh, fun.
Some art. Got a picture in there. Daniel Dwight, Daniel, Engineering Department, A Division. It's called MoNet. So this is maybe the first shipboard internet in the Navy organized originated in this compartment, dubbed MoNet.
It's got a little apple on the safe down there.
Old school Apple logo there.
Yeah, but I mean, this was 1990.
Yep, 1990s. Sleeping quarters section. Very narrow. Very efficient. Use of space. Yeah. Lots of arrows telling us where to go. It's very helpful.
These guys were living life. There was only 3 months straight here, and they had their own TV. And they recorded themselves. The nice white noise machine.
Mirrors.
You know, the engines.
More back in there. Dental prosthetics lab and storeroom. Got your own dentist. Yeah, here's the dental facilities. Say ah.
Fix like anything really. It's just they couldn't eat.
There's the spit bowl. This is the machine gun batteries they use for close combat. And then you can see the chain up here for the anchors. Massive.
16-inch armor, 2,700 pounds, the weight of a small car.
Drop 2 anchors off the front.
16 inches of armor, 30 feet of reinforced concrete.
They pull chain out and down. There. So this is the 16-inch round. This is the armor-piercing round. Fired from these guns. And then they also had an explosive round that this one weighed over 2,000 pounds. Explosive round just under 2,000 pounds. But the explosive round would leave a 50-foot wide crater, 20 feet deep, I think it was the number. This round would pierce any armor, and this could be fired 23 nautical miles, so over the horizon. We're done at the Missouri. We're now at the Aviation Museum. So we're just about to walk in and see the Zero. Japanese flag. Japanese aircraft carrier.
I don't think we did, but we definitely want to make sure we get it for the Arizona.
It's crazy.
That was
From the Doolittle raid.
Oh, okay. My dad told me that the first time.
This is the B-25 though, not the 24.
Oh.
It says the thing.
Oh, it says
But yeah, still maybe slightly newer as the 25. wife's grandpa flew as tail gunner in a plane like this. The B-24, this is the B-25. And he was the tail gunner because he was small in stature. You being a little tiny, I don't think this one's got the tail gun. But usually they'd have like something down here, section that would pop down closer to the back where you could fit. This one's on top. To try and fend off enemy aircraft that were behind you. That's where the small guy went. That is the tail gun. That's where Grandpa on the wife's side would have been. This is the Wildcat. Compact, big old engine. Over here, P-40 Warhawk Flying Tigers. Yeah, this is the popular one.
Have you ever seen the Robert James West Flying Tigers on TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was based in the Pacific.
Got our gun ports there on the wing. On the side of the wing as well. Right here we have the SBD P2. Has a rear tail gunner in the back, pilot in the front. Giant engine on that thing. Holy cow. Some intense wing flaps. Alright, so we are over here at the Arizona Memorial section now. We did enjoy the aviation museum. We did not go to all the things. We ended up starting to get hungry, so we stopped and got food instead. But we have a World War II Warhawk Air Museum near home, and we were kind of finding that it was very similar. So we wanted to make sure we had time to eat and then get to the Arizona Memorial. So we did, and yeah, back in a little bit. Alright, so we finished at the Arizona Memorial. I didn't record any of that because it's a memorial. It's a pretty sacred event, and I didn't want to cause any issues there. I did take some pictures. I'll include those here. And yeah, so we finished up that, and that was really neat. Hard to imagine the experience of that event and what happened. And so we're gonna head into the submarine, and we'll be back. We're gonna go check out that. All right, walking onto the sub. This is the bow. The Bowfin is super windy right now, so hopefully you're picking this up. Hopefully you're getting this. Stairs going down. And we're gonna go down to the belly of the sub. Yeah, it has the torpedo launchers, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4 tubes. And the torpedoes to go in them. Lots of fans. We even have cots here for the sailors to sleep. Alright, the galley.
Okay. Want me to hold your hat or something? Or? Yeah. Okay. So that's gonna drop it. Yeah.
Dining area. Small bed. Some pictures. Some more.
Yeah. 3 deep.
Oh man, 5 people in here?
These are only 2 deep. Yeah. This guy gets his own bunk. Captain's stateroom.
Typewriter. And these are the holes people are crawling through. Bulkhead.
A little tight. Yeah, how do you run through this one?
All the bells and whistles. How you steer this thing. Holy cow. Watch your step over here.
Hold on to. You see them in those movies, in the submarine movies. In the submarine movies, yeah, they just swing through.
All right, here's the galley kitchen. Dining. And we got these ports going out to the top. Phones to relay messages. And there's a normal doorway. Sleeping quarters. Top to bottom, three across, 3 down. both sides. Showers, toilet.
So then after they have, 9 people on this side, then you have to have another 9 this side. Yeah, so what? You got like 9 times 4, 36?
Alright, here we go. Engine. This is the engine.
Shorter.
8 cylinders a side, 16 cylinders per engine, 32 total.
Yeah. So, not as much of a workout for short people.
And then we got 2 more in here. 64 cylinders. Pushing hard. Seriously intense. Some gauges for this side. Over on this side. Kiloamps, volts. One more port here. This is super narrow. The electrical. So like the fuses. There you go. And there's all the voltage. It is super narrow in here. To kind of go sideways. It even goes
Oh, really? Watch your
down
head when you come out on the other side.
deep in there. You can see down in there.
I'll get out of your way.
This is the electrical room. Yeah, go sideways. And we got more torpedoes. Got a pulley on that one. Use these rollers. Roll it down. Where you pull these out, you slide on these rails here, and slide out, and then they have these pulleys. Push them in, close the hatch, ready to go.
Watch your head.
Yeah.
Careful down.
Alright. Stairs going up and out. And the stern. Can't see the propeller. And then area back over here. The Arizona Memorial on the far side. We just were. And the Pearl Harbor Museum right here. Alright, so we have just finished at the Pearl Harbor National Park, and it was pretty awesome. Very neat experience, tons of history and unique perspectives, providing lots of opportunities just to kind of reflect and remember what happened, how it kind of took place, the casualties, the challenges, the difficulties, everything that entails. But definitely highly recommend it if you can make it. This would be the one thing I would say don't miss, and actually participate in that and make it happen. But yeah, definitely make reservations in advance. Make sure that you can go to that one. That's the key one. The audio tour is great. So all of those things here we're seeing. Submarine was neat, but definitely go on and do that and experience that. But yeah, thanks for joining us on this one. We'll see you next time.